Hey team, it's Mission Minutes time again this week. And I've just been thinking a lot about this next series that I'm excited about, that I've given some clues to. We're going to use the book Reason for God by Tim Keller. We're doing an investigation of the resurrection for Easter. And even just thinking through this Engage weekend coming up next weekend, there's lots of opportunities we're going to be able to have to connect with, talk to, potentially with somebody else about faith matters and kind of those big religious questions, those big spiritual questions. And as I've been thinking about that and how we're going to encourage people wherever they're at, whether that's a conversation with you in your living room or on your phone, or whether that's actually inviting them to church during this next series, which will be highly targeted for unchurched or dechurched people. This verse came to mind in 1 Peter 3:15 when Peter said this. He said, um, but in your hearts, revere Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give a reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect. And I love that little tagline at the end. But there's these two kind of urges here, there's two commendations he makes. And one is to always be ready to give a defense for the hope we have, not why we're right, but for the hope we have. And then secondarily, make sure we do it with gentleness and respect. And my hope is that this next series is one that's done with gentleness and respect and not in a condescending way. But my hope is also that as you go through and discover Reason for God and some of these other resources you may be using for this series and the talks you'll hear, I hope that it gets you ready to have a good, reasonable defense for the hope that you have. And so whether that's just gearing up yourself to feel more confident having that conversations and or inviting somebody into this conversation, I want to push you, challenge you to be thinking about who are those people going to be over this next few weeks and months, because we'll be doing this up until Memorial Day. So who are those people going to be? Begin praying for, begin starting to explore how you're going to have that conversation with them or invite them to church. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the week. And I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday.